Alright my friends, I've been meaning to do this video for quite a long time, so I've got three Beamers with same problems. Common problem really. Either you have a no crank, no start, or you have a crank and no start. So we'll start off with this one. Started happening about a month ago. So you would get you'd leave the car and you'd get, no crank, no start. So I was shitting myself for a bit, but I solved it. So, hold on. I'm not gonna tell you straight away what it was, because it can be a number of things in your car. So first things first to check is the battery. So your battery needs to be, oh shit, nearly smashed the phone there. Your battery obviously needs to be in good condition. So I'd say about above 12.4 volts to crank a big car like this. So obviously first things first, if your battery is iffy, change that. Secondly, I would recommend you checking while you have the battery. I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to take it all off, but basically this main cable that connects to the battery, then it goes and connects like down here and into there. It becomes sometimes a bit iffy as well, like the connections become loose. So if you definitely see a breakage in that in this cable, or check all these connections, but I doubt that these connections would go wrong or unplug, but maybe. Also there is a button here that switches your battery on and off, so fuck knows what that does. But once I've had it accidentally in off position, and then yeah, car wouldn't start. So that's the easy peasy bits. So I've done that. Basically I've changed the battery, bought a brand new Bosch one, changed that wire lead, still nothing. So then the next culprit would be your starter. Culprit I meant, not corporate. So sorry, I'm a foreign bastard, as you know. Who else in their mind would have all these old crappy cars everywhere? So I mean, yeah, here straight away you can hear that you have voltage and everything. So what you're gonna do is check that you're getting voltage from here, exactly same voltage pretty much as you do from the battery. Then you're gonna check the voltage on your starter motor. So mine was basically dropping voltage a lot when you're trying to start the car. So then I took a broomstick, or get a big metal pole or something, and just smash it. And if it starts spinning, working, that means it's your starter motor gone. On some of the cars it's under the air intake manifold, so you got to take this off. Luckily on here it's not, on 730D E65. So all you got to take off is this, and you can get to it. But basically I had to angle grind mine out, because I couldn't, those like hex bolts in there basically got rounded off and I was fucked. I'll post up a separate video on that agony. So basically I've changed the starter motor, so it started spinning. So I was like, oh yeah, that's great. Oh, and one important thing, there are two negatives, like small negatives on these starter motors, big one and a small one. So for some reason I just put it on the small one before, and I was about to crank it and nothing was happening. So I was shitting myself thinking it's not the starter, or it's a crappy starter. Always get like a reconditioned one. This one was only 100 quid. So at least, you can come back to the guy and say, look, are you sure the starter is okay? But it even says okay on there. So yeah, and then I swapped this negative from here to the bigger one. I don't know why they do two of them. And then yeah, it started spinning the engine. But that was not all, my friends. It was cranking it, but it would not start it, no matter what we did. So I was even checking the pressure. So yeah, if that happens, if you get crank but no start, make sure that you're getting fuel basically from here coming into there. So, you know, disconnect this, put a bucket in there, and someone will crank it and you see the fuel coming. Next, if you get cranking but no starting, maybe not enough, there is fuel, basically air in the fuel system. So you're not getting enough fuel, diesel, especially with diesels, it needs to have a big fuel pressure. So I was bleeding these, so like undoing them and doing them up, there was a bit of air coming out, but still nothing. So I just, you know, by common sense figured out that it was a mobilizer EWS problem. So I called my good friend Thomas. He came out in the middle of the night. I'm gonna post all this up, by the way, all our adventures later. And yeah, within 2 seconds he started the car. And basically what it was, this key became unsynced with the EWS for some reason. So now see, it's all lovely jubbly. Sensei, elementary. So exactly, this became unsynced with EWS. I think maybe because I was wanking this battery in and out so many times, you know, with the voltage. I was thinking my battery shit, I was getting another battery, I was pulling it in and out all the time. Excuse me, please, mates. It's too early for this shit. Look at that. No, the sun is out. So basically, yeah, this sorted it on this particular car. So now it works at least. While we're here, I'm gonna tell you the what's happening with an older EWS system. Unfortunately, my friend Thomas cannot see the system because it requires some special tools. Look at this shit. It says for money. I better get loads of money for this amount of shit on my car. This bad boy basically starts when it wants to. It's got this annoying immobilizer in there. So, you know, you have to get in here and look, there's this fucking system. I'll show you what I'm doing here in a minute. But basically you have to, like, to start the car, you can't just start the car. See, fuck all's happening. Sorry, I didn't show you. I fucked it all up there. So yeah, you can't just get in when the car's been unlocked and start the car. It's not gonna start it. So with this fucking thing, it's just, and it's so annoying, you have to lock it. See, until all that shit closes. Then you have to unlock it. And then you've got like 20 seconds to start this mofo. And it's so fucking hot in here and shit. See, now this is good. But it's alright, I can live with that, with all this wanking key stuff. I've had this car for about 4 years now. But recently, it kind of, well, not recently, on and off, it would do this shit basically. You do all this procedure and you go to start it and nothing, no crank, no start. So it seems like there is a signal problem because it's intermittent, you know what I mean? It's like not all the time. Sometimes it gets the signal to start the car from your key, sometimes it doesn't. So basically there's a chip and your car needs to know that you got correct key in there. So this ring sends this information to this. This is not the actual, guys, can you comment below? This is not the actual EWS unit, is it? Fucking, it's completely different on the E38. I'll tell you, I'll show you, I mean, E38 with EWS also doesn't start, my E38. So it's a common problem. I think everyone's experienced this bullshit with lovely BMW ownership. So first thing I'm gonna do and start and try this, get this ring. I actually took it from E38. It's actually a different one, specific one for this model, and probably for like E36s, E32s, like the earlier models. Basically comes like this with a wire, and it's a whole lot more expensive. It's like cheapest I found was 30 quid second hand. So I just got off the E38 one because I don't need it for now. Gave up on it for now. Hopefully I'm gonna sell it. But anyway, I connected it to here, and now every time I try to start it, it starts no problem. But you know, because I've put so much fucking glue and shit on here, maybe it got messed up. Just maybe. So I'm gonna see. I put so much glue on there because basically it wouldn't fucking clip on here for some reason. It wouldn't clip on, so I glued it, being a bell end. So now I'm gonna try not to glue this one on the sensitive bits. I'm gonna wire these wires up, and then we're gonna see how it goes. And I'm gonna report back to you if that fixes it.